So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. And shutting him off, now open field. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score.
They can't hold me, Coach.
Philip Lindsay with touchdown number. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Bridgewater. He's got him in. Complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. A run with Lindsay out of the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Here's Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Larry Fitzgerald. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Bridgewater now. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. He juked him. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw it. Screen pass to Lindsay. Oh, now Lindsay lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. Now, pass complete here to Sanders. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Watch the safety creep.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Keep it rolling.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Still going. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go.
Still first down.
We pick it up second quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. To throw, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. Still churning. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That good for 19 and a 1st down. On 1st down, Lindsey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. First down, Bridgewater. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. We talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. On 2nd down, it's Lindsay. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. To throw is Bridgewater. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On 2nd and 10. Bridgewater airing this one out. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Larry So after giving up the touchdown, now what can this offense do? Can they strike back? We'll see. 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Denver has the 1st down. The play going for 15 yards. Now a carry for Lindsey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A give, running right, Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Throwing, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Escaping the pressure right. Airing it out for Olsen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. That's complete to Jake Butt.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing is Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Broncos, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time.
Number 1.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
Let's go, D.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you got to find a way.
And nothing but daylight ahead. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 54 yards. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And
he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Larry Fitzgerald. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Larry Fitzgerald. Now the offense getting set to take over. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Here's Bridgewater. It'll be a pickup of 6. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Okafor able to record his 5th sack of the season. On the counter, Lindsay pushing tacklers aside. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. The Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. He's got a man complete. He's at the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. On first down, it's Lindsay. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Silver.
10 yards on the pickup.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Come on, D.
At the 31-yard line.
On 2nd and very short, Bridgewater flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alex Okafor in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. He'll drop to throw. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So another snag for Fitzgerald, who in 2015 became the youngest player at age 32 to hit 1,000 receptions. He's piling up some more.
Well, the way he's playing today, it's almost like he's trying to get a second 1,000 just in one contest. And when they're operating this well and clicking like that, well, that's a big reason why they're winning the game.
Darren Lee there to get him down. They'll run here with Lindsey. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Let's go.
A chance to really cap off a big first. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Touchdown. So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums having...
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Here's Lindsey. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 43-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run forward with Lindsey. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the 1st down yardage before he's brought down. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Bridgewater on 1st down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. They'll set up the throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 14. Another run by Lindsey. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jake Butt, his first touchdown. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
He won't go down, and he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Now it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater rolling to his right. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing here, Bridgewater. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They run the counter. Lindsey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Good work, boys. Let's
Call
go.
it a gain of 7.
Let's go. On the set, Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Tackles.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. On first down, Lindsey. Oh, wait, hold everything, and timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check three.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Denver, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are just moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. With that, we're off to the Rocky Mountains. Standing by in Denver, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the home team. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. They'll run. It's Lindsay. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Defense.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald is 20. We drop you in now to first quarter action as the offense begins this drive.
50 seconds to Mike. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. They'll run on first down. Lindsay. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and got his man, complete. Emmanuel Sanders. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. Derwin James, an all-pro as a rookie last year, up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
And that was a safety that came through and made the play.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent gain, 35 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen to fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Greg Olsen. We pick it up, second quarter here, as the offense gets ready for the drive. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. The sixth season in Denver now for Emmanuel Sanders after those 4 years in Pittsburgh. And you may recall Sanders tore his Achilles December 5th last year in practice. But before the injury, he was on his way to another 1,000-yard season. Would have been his fourth in his first 5 years in a Bronco uniform. Now at 32 years of age as he tries to return to full speed. Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater got a man open. It's Sutton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Greg Olsen. As time this offense ready to get out of the gun. Bridgewater. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw again on second down. Bridgewater. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
Here we go.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Pick it up, pick it up.
This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them attack right here on this play.
Let's go. Come on.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 14th touchdown. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. Here's Bridgewater, and they've got the hookup. This is Olsen, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Bridgewater now. And that's complete to Sanders. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. High school. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Now the offense back out onto the field as he'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. After after an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, it's Lindsey. And now running right through him.
Last stop. Last stop.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. On first down, it's Lindsey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Bridgewater here to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it's Freeman. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On 2nd and goal, Bridgewater. And this will be caught. And the continues. It's another. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for our visitors, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. First down, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Steps away. Airing it out for Olsen. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Still on his feet. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsey. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that production.
Bridgewater. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Larry Fitzgerald. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the 1st half. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Bridgewater to throw it. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders. Touchdown. So we are in the final minute now of the 1st half as this offense gets ready to take over. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, Bridgewater. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Bridgewater.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Larry Fitzgerald. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the 2nd quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Here's Bridgewater. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Yeah, Greg baby. Olsen. So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to our... You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call.
Defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Yeah, baby, let's go. Let's go. Fofo's the mic. Mike's Fofo.
Now a handoff for Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Philip Lindsey, touchdown number 18 on the... So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll roll him out right. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Denver. 59 yards. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
2nd down and goal. Bridgewater. And this is caught by Sutton. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming. They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. It's caught by Sanders. That one goes for 30 yards.
Let's go, let's go.
What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Throwing is Bridgewater. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree. So he's leading the league in rushing.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Bridgewater's pass. Complete to Emmanuel Sanders.
I smell fear.
The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it when you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsey. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. A good run on first down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, but now it'll be third down. Now Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Now Bridgewater on fourth down. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Throwing, Bridgewater. He completes this to Sutton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. He'll look to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they... So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsey. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
He was brought down by Bashaud Breeland. 5 yards on the play. And it's third.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On third down, here's Lindsey. Nifty move.
There we go.
Today's final score, Broncos.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
on the coach.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Slam, slam, slam.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. On 3rd down, Lindsay. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 47 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. A look at the numbers a week ago for Lindsay. 20 carries, 111 yards.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball, and he'll see it often.
3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. He's got a man at Sutton that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater, he's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater.
You've always been very good about...
And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. Check 9. Check 9.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Vontaze Burfict, the one to get him down. They'll run the toss. It's Lindsay. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On 1st down, Lindsay gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. On 3rd down, it's Lindsay. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. You think back to 2018, many people thought it would be Royce Freeman taking over as the lead back in Denver. Spent a 3rd-round pick on him, but it was Phillip Lindsay who would be in the catbird seat as the #1 running back. But still for Freeman, not a bad rookie campaign, 521 yards and 5 touchdowns as the backup. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off, and coaches go, 2 hands, 2 hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. The 2nd down attempt there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. 3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And this is caught for the Broncos. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way inside the Oakland 20 into the red zone. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Slam.
2nd half starts with a run by Lindsey. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They go play action. Bridgewater looking for Sanders here. And got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. From the 29, Bridgewater, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Bridgewater now, sliding out of the pocket. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
We just saw a nice example. why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 2nd down now. It's Lindsey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Second effort there. He was determined to find pay dirt, and he... So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now a carry for Lindsey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Here's Bridgewater. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
Play fake. Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. There goes a deep. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. Emmanuel. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Fighting through, and he's got space. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Phillip Lindsay is 20. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll run here with Lindsey, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and... A first down throw for Bridgewater. And he finds Fitzgerald. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. Yards down to the 32.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target area.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, it's Lindsey. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's Lindsey. Shows his strength at the 50. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And an alley to run. Shifts by him at the 25. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
That's how you...
Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Denver, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Hey, everybody, it's the...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Check 55, Mike. Let's go. Let's get this.
Bridgewater on first down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Bridgewater. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. To throw, Bridgewater. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Play action now. Bridgewater. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
I don't care who you put on him.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Completes it to Fitzgerald. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Larry Fitzgerald. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now pass complete here to Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Vince Williams able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Fast footwork by Sanders. 27 yards there, a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they got themselves a first down. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll take it into the end. We pick it up second quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. To throw is Bridgewater. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Gotta love the catch.
Previous play
I
is
think you
under
gotta love
review.
the gloves as well.
Bridgewater's pass complete to Cortland Sutton. He's on the behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. 22 yards there, a first down. First down, Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And that's complete to Sanders. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Bridgewater. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They're going with Lindsey. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton as the first half is winding down. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Rolling to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. On 2nd down, it's Lindsey.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into...
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Yeah, baby. It's my boy.
Larry Fitzgerald. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos.
Good job.
Emmanuel Sanders saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos push further. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues.
Check, 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 check.
And he works free. The 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 36 yards on the play. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. So the ball position now, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Another run by Lindsey. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Now it's Lindsey. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they... So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They go play action here on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing here, Bridgewater. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Bridgewater to throw it. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it.
Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. On first down, it's Lindsay.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get it.
There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Phillip Lindsay. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop. They'll run. It's Lindsay. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Throwing, Bridgewater. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. On 2nd and goal, Bridgewater. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
So we are in the 2nd quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he's got Fitzgerald. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Bridgewater now. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. Third down here. To the air again with Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Larry Fitzgerald. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Bridgewater. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And he finds Fitzgerald. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Larry Fitzgerald. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Bridgewater. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Play action now. Bridgewater. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley. On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was...
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Larry. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Play fake. Bridgewater rolling to his right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. To throw again on second down. Bridgewater. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsay. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll run on first down. Lindsay still on his feet. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Bridgewater on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now pass complete here to Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of him. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Larry Fitzgerald, 28 yards, and the Broncos have taken the lead. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Bridgewater. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. They go play action here on first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but and caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. He completes this to Sutton. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. And now they're in the hurry up.
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey!
Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Baby, let's go!
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Greg Olsen. We pick it up 2nd quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. Throwing is Bridgewater. It's caught by Sanders. And now running right through it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, you know, what are we going to do if we put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So we've reached halftime. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. The never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about... On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 1st down, Bridgewater. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. And on that last play there, he's over 400. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tough field position inside the 10. They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of...
He's got a man, complete. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Bridgewater now. He'll find Lindsey here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll roll him out right, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from 14 yards out. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsey. He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. To throw is Bridgewater.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, Lindsey, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsey. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Bridgewater to throw it. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. And quickly they get to the line on 2nd down now. It's Lindsey. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. On 3rd down, Lindsey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's it, baby.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready? 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the run. Check 13. Check 13.
They toss to Freeman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked.
And he will get into the end zone it's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And the Lombardi Trophy goes west, and it goes to the Denver Broncos, your Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.